Hello there, this is Silverton, and this is a tutorial on, well, I don't really know how you would say this, how you would title this, but here's what it looks like. You see the red car here, and I am turning like this. I'm using the arrow keys, and he turns, and I don't have the camera following him at the moment, but that's what we're going to do today. Now, it's kind of hard to explain how we do it. I'll try to as best as I can. Now, here is my car, the car that we used, and we're going to make it do that by, well, here, let me show you. Now, to start, add event, create, and we need to set friction. We need to make the friction be friction equals 0.2. Now, when we're done, you can always play around with it a bit, change some things around, change the values, but for this, what I have it currently set to is friction equals 0.2. You don't need that. You don't really need a lot for what we're doing. Okay, so now, let's see. Keyboard left. So, you have your sprite there, and direction plus equals 5. What this is doing is direction. The direction of the sprite is plus equaling 5. It's turning the car. It's like turning him plus equals 5 in the direction of plus equals 5. So he's turning him to the left. You do the same thing with keyboard right. Minus 5 though. So you're turning it to the right. So the angle of the sprite is turning to the right. Make sense? Okay, now let me see. To move him, we're gonna do keyboard up. Now, this is hard to explain, but if speed is smaller than 8, speed will equal minute of 8 comma speed plus dot 6. So this is accelerating basically. Okay, so if you need so down is the same thing, only a little different. Speed is bigger than minus 8. Speed equals max. The speed minus 1.6. So you're slowing down. This is accelerating. The up is accelerating, down is slowing down. So that actually makes you move. And let's see. Now to actually show the sprite transforming, under the tab main one, there's this action, transform the sprite. And just leave it all on its own. I have that already set here. Angle equals direction. So actually you have to just leave X scale and Y scale on their own, but change angle to direction. Minor equals no minoring. So it's as simple as that, but in the game we made it so that you could like slide off the walls, and you do that here. Collision with the black wall. Speed equals 0. Now, I know this is kind of hard. I'm trying to explain it. It's kind of hard. Up. This is accelerating it. Left and right is turning the sprite. But if you did it right, it will look like this. Where you can drive, and I'm hitting the left keyboard to turn, I'm hitting the right keyboard to turn, and I'm just turning, I'm just cruising down the highway. That does that. And you know, you'll understand it more and more as you play with it, as you sort of get more used to it. You'll understand, like, hey, I can change this to plus equals 6 for more turning, or plus equals 2, or you can add things like you only can turn if you're moving and stuff like that. And make sure, unless you actually set the angle, make sure your car is facing that way. Well, that's basically it. Another tutorial by Silverton. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it works well for you. And like I said, you'll understand it more and more as you play with it.